Okay, okay. Nice. We are back, and we are going to Hartman's lab to deliver something. So, I'm gonna go take my order. Take on orders. There we go. We got corpse delivery going on here. Oh, we want that. That's good. And I don't think I really need much, do I? I might take one of these, just in case. Yeah, I'll take the trike. Thanks a lot, bro. Oh, that's a short range one. Yeah, that's useless. Maybe I'll, yeah.
All right, Sam. Take care of her. And don't worry, she won't go necro. Millingen's special. Be funny if these Ha of ours ended up being the key to saving us all.
Cool beans. Alright. Should be good. Fabricated that. Yeah, nice. It's on the elevator already. Perfection. Hey. Now, what's the quickest route to get to this guy? That's Hartman's lab. That is a long ways away. If I get to the doctor, that's pretty close. The question is, how the fuck do I get up there once I get to him? Wait, is the zip line there? To there, to there? No way. Does that work? At least from there to there. We see it from here. Let's see if we can get to it. I can't really do much here. 40 off my bike. This is way too mountainous, this region. Okay, what the fuck happened to my, What happened to my, support skeleton? Why don't I have a support skeleton on? What have they done to my skeleton? They just lose everything in World War II? What the hell's going on here? I don't like it when games do this, where they fucking reset your shit without telling you what's happening. But, you know, the game already does enough stuff. It doesn't need to throw away my equipment without me knowing. You know what I mean? I don't need that. Throws BTs at me, throws mules at me, makes me trip over rocks, and then before I know it, my support skeleton's gone. If I had the all-terrain support skeleton, I could probably do this. But I don't have the all-terrain support skeleton, do I? Because for some reason it's not on my body. It just disappeared. What a fucking joke.
Too close.
Hurry up, come on. No connecting zipline. These people fooled me into believing there'd be a connecting zipline. It's right there, come on! Oh, here we go. Man, this game is fucking good. The amount of this game that I spend just holding down my mouse keys and holding the W key is absolutely incredible. Never have I seen a game take less thinking than this game. And people will be like, oh, but you have to strategize. You don't have to strategize at all for this. Like, I'm literally just holding the W key and slowly walking up this, you know what I mean? This cliff. I barely had to strategize my route. And you know what's going to happen? I'm going to get there either way. I know I'm going to get there in the end. I'm not sitting here thinking, oh man, what if I die? Oh, what if I get killed? Like, how many times have I gotten killed in this game? Only a handful of times. It's a very long game. You know what I mean? Like, it's really not that hard. It's very low tier thinking, this game. Very low tier. Hopefully this one has a connecting thingamajig to it. Otherwise, I'm in a bit of a pickle. Come on, let's hope. Let's hope. Jesus Christ, all they have to do is put one over it. Scheiße. Who am I kidding? I'm not going to do it. They probably do have one there. The issue is that Hartman's lab isn't on the chiral network yet. So I probably just can't see it. Oh shit, how do I get out of this one? How the fuck do I get out of this one? Alright, let's figure it out, let's figure it out. Okay. Dokie. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, nice. Ah, fall forward. Almost fell off the cliff, man. That wasn't so bad. I thought this scene was going to get pretty annoying, but that was actually, it was okay, wasn't it? I can't get in there for there. I need to go down. walk all the way around the stairs. Wonder, is that a lake or a tar pit? Yeah, baby's crying.
I'm sorry, Lou.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Delivery complete. Displaying performance evaluation. Request to join UCA. Registered. Awaiting Cupid connection.
Okie dokie.
Please proceed into the facility with the cadaver. Good work.
Hartman.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Well, you certainly caught me with my pants down. Glad you could make it, Sam. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to alarm you, but I am what I am. Ah, please, lay her down there. Still no sign of them.
You know your heart stops beating.
It stops every 21 minutes. I spend 3 minutes on the beach, and then return. 60 deaths and 60 resurrections per day. 60 opportunities to search the beach for my departed family. This is how I live. This is my life. So, while you've traveled to and from the sea an impressive number of times, my beach count is a little higher. 218,549. I see myself in that crater. My wife and my child. It's like looking at the shape of my heart. The doctors called it myocardial cordiformia. Mine is an especially unusual case. I have pictures. Care to see Hartman's heart-shaped heart? No, you really should. It doesn't run in the family. You know, I never came to terms with their loss. In the days that followed, I became obsessed with an idea that the beach is real and they are on it. I would induce cardiac arrest, 3 minutes at a time, and search for them, day after day after day.
All so you could say goodbye.
Quite the opposite. It is said that everyone's beach is different. So what if everyone's afterlife is different too? I find the thought terrifying, spending eternity alone, which is why I decided to find my family and make sure to move on with them.
You mean die with them?
If death would see us reunited, then yes. But the repeated cardiac arrests took their toll on my heart. The muscle gradually deformed. And after a while, they started calling me the beach scientist. Hartman. I'm glad we could have this conversation. Oh. A body that doesn't necrotize. No sign of decomposition. It's as if she were still alive. The perfect mummy. An impeccable corpse.
What's wrong?
Where's the other thing you were supposed to bring? Ah, found it. Behold.
Wait, dead man.
It appears to be an umbilical cord. Human by the looks of it, I think. But this was no ordinary conduit between fetus and placenta. It looks more like a BT's tether. And this was Mama's? Yes. A body that doesn't necrotize and an umbilical cord connected to the beach. These are remarkable discoveries, Sam. Enough to set my sore heart racing.
5 minutes to cardiac arrest.
I apologize if our conversation gets cut short. I must go back to the beach and look for my wife and child. One person, one beach. That's the rule. But I'm the exception. My beach is connected to others, as if it were the beneficiary of a coronary bypass. Maybe this twisted heart of mine made it possible. All I know is that I will find them. Even if my every visit raises new questions, I'll have my answers one day. One day.
3 minutes to cardiac arrest.
The battlefields. The endless wars you found yourself trapped in. Why do World War era soldiers wander the beach a century after they fell? Normally the souls of the dead move on. The beach is just a corridor, a place through which they pass on their way to the other side. But if regret, resentment, a fervent desire to remain, if these feelings are powerful enough, they may give rise to an altogether different beach, a collective purgatory for an army of the damned. Clifford Unger. His misery and hatred, combined with your BB acting as some sort of catalyst, have brought these battlefields to our world.
2 minutes to cardiac arrest. Please proceed to a safe location.
It's just a theory.
You think Higgs is pulling the strings? Pulling all their strings?
Ensure you are in a stable position.
I don't know. But evidence does suggest that Higgs brought them here.
1 minute remaining. Please hold on to something secure.
Oh, before I forget, I have a favor to ask.
Activating lab security measures.
Could you just relax until I come back? Time stops on the beach, but not in the scene. Rest assured, it'll only feel like 3 minutes to you. We'll continue this shortly.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The amount of brain damage that guy would have. I don't know when brain damage starts, but if he's in cardiac arrest, what exactly is moving his blood around? It's gotta give some sort of brain damage, bro. But I don't know, what am I supposed to do here? Look, man, this game's really just gonna make me wait here for 3 minutes. I think that's bullshit. I think that's very annoying. I think Hideo Kojima's just being, at this stage, just fucking with you. I'm a working man. I'm not some teenager you can mess around with like this. This is just disrespectful. This is very disrespectful. If he thinks he can make me sit here, you know what I mean? I'm pressing keys. It's not letting me do anything. So if he thinks he can just do that, I think that's absolute crap. My time has actual value. As a lot of people's time too, you know what I mean? Like, it's not just me. It's like how many gamers are you making do this? I thought every 21 minutes he goes into cardiac arrest for 3 minutes. He wasn't even up that long. Okay. I like this piano though. That's some nice piano.
Visit 218,550. Oh, sorry. Where were we? I may be used to the 21-minute cycle, but for a first-time face-to-face meeting, there's just too much to cover in one go-around.
Can't be easy living like this.
Yes. And no. Now that I'm acclimated to it, it isn't especially, onerous. Defecation, ablution, nutrition. Most of life's basic functions fit rather easily into a 21-minute time slot. Sleep is the tricky one. And intercourse, I suppose. Verbal or physical. Not that someone in my position has to worry much about either. Do you read, Sam? Listen to music. Watch films. You know, I keep busy. I have a collection of music, television shows, some very interesting short films, and stories. Everything consumable within a 21-minute window. All from before the Death Stranding, of course. But honestly, the 21 minutes I spend here, all downtime, nothing more. Time spent waiting to go back to the search. My body may be present, but my soul is on the beach. I'm already dead.
I know that feeling. Lost my family in an accident.
Well, I never expected you to open up to me. As it happens, I've read about your circumstances. I lost my family in an accident, too. I was in the ICU having heart surgery, out of town, in the city. When it was clear that I was going to pull through, my wife took my daughter back to the house to collect some things for me. And then they were caught in the void-outs. The city and the hospital were spared the worst, but the shockwave knocked out the power and my life support. I woke up on the beach. The people who died in the two void-outs were there. What happened? What's going on? I saw my wife and my daughter in the procession. Hey! It's me! Where are you going? Wait! Don't leave without me! No! Don't go! Please, don't go! The ICU's backup generator kicked in, and I was brought back to life by the defibrillator. Exactly 21 minutes after my heart had stopped. And that was the last time I saw my family. It's my damned heart's fault that we were torn apart, but it's also the reason I'll see them again someday. It defines me. I am Hartman. Ever since, I've walked the beaches of others. I follow my family's footsteps for a while, and when I get tired, I return here to continue my research. It's funny though, even when my heart stops, the pain lingers. You have any family photographs, Sam? Pity.
5 minutes to cardiac arrest.
You mind telling me what I'm doing here before you go back to the beach?
Oh, of course. There's a prepper-owned station in this area. Our scientists stationed there are researching material from before the Death Stranding.
What kind of material?
The Earth has a long memory. It's trying to tell a story, one that goes back to the very beginning, one that not even the Death Stranding could erase. The scientists are all colleagues of mine from the earlier expedition. I'd like you to bring them onto the chiral network. Amelie proposed we establish our research posts along this belt. Despite a worldwide search, this is the only area known to contain fossils from the late Cretaceous period, when the dinosaurs died out. The assumption being that the last ones lived here, and here alone. You see, hiding in the Earth then are memories of a major mass extinction. Clues that could tell us how to survive our predicament. Certainly, that was Amelie's hope as part of the advanced team when she assigned our backup team here. The past informs the present and aids us in building the future. She was careful to impress that upon us before she went west.
3 minutes to cardiac arrest.
Shut up. I'm putting you on mute. Sometime later, we began to observe unusual activity in the tar belts outside Edgenot City. Vast quantities of tar began surfacing, spreading, consuming many of my colleagues, as well as a chiral way station. The whole incident defied explanation.
You think Higgs is to blame?
I don't know, but we needed that way station. It was essential to expanding the chiral network westward. That's why I'm asking you for your help in building a new one. It won't be much given the handful of equipment we've managed to scrape together. Nothing like the knot cities, that's for sure. But a knot is still a knot. Sam, I want you to use the Cupid to put the scientists on the network, then go to Amelie. Afterwards, we can get back to the important job of researching the deaths.
Don't worry about him, Sam. The air mat floor absorbs the impact. I'll unlock the door for you.
Sam, you heard him. You can grab the order out of delivery. Our ultimate objective in this region is to build a replacement for a way station that was lost to the tar. The first step is to put a shelter with our scientists on the chiral network. Now, we don't know the first thing about Amelie's status or what Higgs is up to. Now, that's a concern for us as much as you. But we won't know more until we get to Edgenot City. And that means connecting this region first. You should start with the geologist and the paleontologist. The latter's holding something for the Evo-Devo biologist, so I recommend you save her for last. That way, you can finish a delivery and link up the final site in one go. Once all three are on the grid, come back here. Then we can get to work on the replacement for that lost way station.
We still have so much work to do. It's so laborious. I feel like a fucking like this is my day job, man. That's how dog shit this is.
A geologist of ours has been studying fossils as part of his research into prehistoric extinction events. He's been out there conducting excavations for a while now and has begun to suffer the effects of chiral contamination. No doubt the result of excessive exposure to chiralium during the dig. Until the site is properly decontaminated, his work can't proceed. Nor will his health improve. So we need you to bring him some chiralium scrubbing agents.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
The stratum the team was investigating dates from the end of the Cretaceous period, the time of the infamous mass extinction, which brought the reign of the dinosaurs to a close, leaving small mammals to inherit the Earth. It's the most recent of the Big Five, and one of the largest mass extinctions the world has ever seen. In any event, our team found something truly remarkable. Can you guess what it was? A fossil beach. If that is indeed what it is, then he has made a tremendous discovery. Therefore, Sam, it is essential that you deliver those chiralium scrubbing agents as soon as possible.
One more thing, Sam. For this run, you'll be transporting an antimatter bomb. The Bridges paleontologist working on a dig says he needs it. Apparently, the fossils he wants to study are buried deep beneath tar, and the only way he can get to them is by blowing it wide open. Now, hopefully I don't need to tell you to be extra careful when handling high-yield explosives, but in case I do, make sure you keep that container in one piece, no matter what. Thermal pad. Indispensable gear for cold weather operations, especially useful when traversing snow-capped mountains.
Yes.
Sam. I'm sure you haven't forgotten, but you need to be extremely careful with that antimatter bomb, especially when transporting it by a
Oh
carrier.
yeah, okay, yeah, cool. Anything's in it, set it off. That's who gives a fuck. Okay, we got all that stuff. Confirm. Yeah, head out. Alright. Alright. Alright, right. So, we got killed. We died. So do I have my... What have I not bought yet? So I bought some stuff for... Yeah, okay. I need to get my all-terrain equipment. Where's my all-terrain equipment? So, okay, speed skeleton, all-terrain silver, yada yada yada. That's the PCC. So what I gotta do... Oh shit, come on. Carry it on your back, mate. I also need to balance out my equipment. Give me a second. How do I do that again? If I want to balance out my equipment, I have to press F to auto range. Okay, so the deal is, I fell off the side of a mountain, so I guess this time...
Sam, so Hartman told you all about the lake. How the attack that created it changed his life forever. Not only did he lose his family, he very nearly lost himself. For 21 minutes, he was in a state of cardiopulmonary arrest. Under normal circumstances, he would have died. Therapeutic hypothermia saved his life. But the 21 minutes he spent on the other side had a lasting effect on him. Perhaps due to the shock, his Doom's abilities seem to have increased. And now he takes every opportunity to walk the beach in search of his family.
My apologies, Sam. You came all this way to visit me, yet I neglected to give you a proper farewell. Do be careful out there. As I mentioned before, this region is rich in memories of death and extinction. It should come as no surprise that BTs are sighted here more frequently. Perhaps you recall the models in my lab. Their designs were all based on eyewitness accounts. Though I suppose they must have struck you as strange, considering the many times you've come face to face with the real McCord.
From here, I immediately go left, it says. I want to get there. Okay. Geologist. A lot of BTs in this area, he says. Close are we? We're moving at like 2 kilometers an hour here. I don't see anything. Oh wow. The ruins. Oh, that does look very cool. Cut umbilical cord? Why? Why would I cut the umbilical cord? Get it. Oh, cut the umbilical cord of the BT. Oh. What's this guy doing? I can't see a single thing. I'm going down the map. I feel like I should be going... Oh no, that's actually down. Shit, everything's getting damaged. Are you joking? I need to race, otherwise I'm in trouble. So how damage does this thing... How much damage does this, Dude, that container damage is massive. Nobody warned me about that. I might have to start the entire scene again. Because these fucking spastics. Oh, no, okay. So I really gotta use container spray. Otherwise I'm in huge trouble. In this region. That's pretty cruel of them not to fucking mention anything related to that. I may have had to start that scene all over again for like the second time. It's different if I can just reload quickly. I can't reload quickly.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges.
Come on, please get there in time.
Express ID verified. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Sam Bridges. Oh, thank God for that. I was worried you might not get here in time. But then I've done nothing but worry of late. I've been haunted by those visions you doom sufferers see. That end of days stuff. I put the nightmares down to fatigue. Possibility of chiral contamination never even occurred to me. It's just lucky we caught it before the suicidal stage. Dying's not an option. My research is nowhere near complete. It's not just my life you're saving here. It's my life's work. I started to wonder if I'd ever see these meds. I guess you really are good at what you do, huh? Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Right then. If you'd do the honors. And just like that, I'm part of the UCA, with access to a treasure trove of historical research materials. Studying this fossil beach should be a good deal easier now, assuming I can prove once and for all that that's what it is. Honestly, though, I'm just excited I can finally share these findings with everyone. Can you believe I found chiral deposits in strata dating back 65.5 million years? Evidence of an ancient death stranding.
Chiral matter has existed on Earth since long before the dawn of man. This stratum is proof of that. Look at this, Sam. Do you see that black fissure there? We believe this is the source of the Chiralian readings. In the distant past, earthquakes cause frictional melting along fault lines, producing layers of what is known as pseudotaculite. We call these layers fossil earthquakes. Extending the principle, our fissure here is what one might term a fossil beach. The presence of Corellium in this of all strata cannot be a mere coincidence. It strongly suggests that beaches must have appeared during the Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction event. And not just then. The chiral network has recovered data suggesting that similar fossil beaches were discovered in strata corresponding to other extinction events too. That would seem to indicate the Big Five and all other major extinctions were accompanied by the appearance of beaches. In expanding the chiral network, you've helped us glimpse a pattern in these scattered points of data. You've furthered our individual research projects and ensured that it is only a matter of time before we recover all we have lost and solve every mystery that remains. But this is only the beginning. See this through, Sam, and there's no telling what we might learn.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Alright, you have to use my container spray. Power gloves? What the hell do those do? Okay. Yeah, there we go. I will take one. Jesus Louise, how much spray does that thing need? Okay, where's our next destination? Whoa, 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 stop falling down so easy, man. I don't even have that much stuff on me.
You can do it. Keep on keeping on.
This is pretty rough, man. That's pretty far away. What do I have in between? I got the save house. Can't use that though. But what I can use is... That's a bridge, that's good. Rough going, okay. Post box is there. Watch town. Wait, hold on, the safe house is right there. When I looked at the map, it looked like the safe house was quite a distance away. That's extremely close. Ooh, that's scary, man. Look at those old buildings. It's funny, most of the map is pretty barren. You go down to the lowlands. Most of the map is pretty barren. There aren't a lot of ruins, but up here in the highlands, in the mountains, all of a sudden we got these big ass buildings, which is odd because you'd think they'd be less likely to build things in the mountains, right? So I don't really understand the reasoning behind that. I'm going this way. I can't be doing that. I need to be going further left, yeah? Yeah, that's where I need to go. Okay. Paleontologist. See how that goes.
Yeah.
That container is probably getting pretty heavily damaged. Let's see how much damage we have in that antimatter bomb. 13%. That's not too bad. Not too bad. Fuck, how am I supposed to get down there? How am I supposed to get down here?
Keep it together.
Alright. Gonna be a real hike. No downhill hike. Apparently I heard that going down mountains, I don't know if this is true, but I heard that going down mountains is more dangerous than climbing up mountains. Huh, that was pretty easy. Easier than last time. Container's not too bad either. Haven't gotten any warnings or anything. Doesn't look that bad.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. All weapons will remain locked until departure.
Much appreciated, friend. Thanks to you, we can finally move ahead with the dig. I swear, this place is bad enough without having to worry about getting asphyxiated. Not that I need to tell you. You did it after all, though I can't for the life of me imagine how.
Cool beans.
You can set up the chiral network while I work.
Doke.
Anyway, as it turns out, Sam Bridges, I have a favor to ask. A local porter was on his way here with something very valuable, but dropped it en route. It's a 200-million-year-old ammonite, which looks, he says, almost as if it were still alive.
He apparently stumbled across it in a boulder field which had previously been hidden beneath a glacier, but that's not the half of it. The man claims this ammonite has an umbilical cord. An umbilical cord. Color me skeptical, but the specimen merits study, and I wasn't about to leave such delicate work to an amateur. So I asked him to carve out the whole surrounding chunk of rock and bring it here to me. Naturally, I wanted to compare it with contemporary specimens in the vicinity, which is why I had him excavate a number of those in addition to the one he told me about. But what does the dumb fuck go and do? He loses the whole shipment. Didn't even have the good sense to mark which container had the ammonite with the umbilical cord. The cargo was supposedly lost in the area to the southwest, where toxic gases have a tendency to build up. Old Mr. Reliable claims his cargo scanner is broken, and there's no way he can recover the shipment. But you could track it down. To protect you against the fumes, I'll provide you with an oxygen mask. Just to be safe. You can pick it up when you accept the order.
That fossil could represent an epical discovery. While there are examples of viviparous fish, an ammonite with an umbilical cord is unheard of. And if it is indeed 200 million years old, it would also correspond with the end Triassic extinction, another one of the big five. Could the umbilical cord be connected to the beach? We must recover that cargo at all costs. It could provide a vital clue to the mechanisms underpinning the Death Stranding. We're so close. So very, very close to grasping the true nature of the phenomenon. Hurry, Sam. We cannot risk that ammonite being lost.
Alright, let's figure out this phenomenon.
Please access delivery terminal for further.
An ox. It'll, in addition to protect.
Okay, I need to get an oxygen mask, yada yada yada. Cool beans, man. Just relax. Two? No thank you, just one thing. Okie dokie. Do I need a climbing anchor? If it's giving me them, I'm suspicious. Maybe I do need it. Can offload that. Take a few ladders with me. I'm sure there's gonna be okay, where's my oxygen mask? Get another one of those. Carry on back. So, oxygen mask, two of them now. Perfection. So here's the deal. I ended up dying. I ended up dying because for some reason the oxygen mask stopped working or something. I have no idea. I don't know how long it lasts for. But it was pretty dodgy. Pretty dodgy. Didn't really tell me why the mask wasn't working, but it stopped working, so yeah. Weird. So I have to be really quick about this. Okay, it's not happening this time, it's fine. There's no issue. Ooh, depleted battery, yeah. So, now he's coughing. Looks good, looks like there's no issue. I don't know what happened last time. I had the mask on and everything, but it just didn't want to play ball. Oh no, so I'm dying now. Am I dying? Yeah, I think I am. Yeah, okay, I'm dying. Pretty sure I got the mask on. No, do I not have the mask on?
Come on.
Should be out of the woods, I think, right? Yeah, there we go. Maybe I didn't have the mask on. I don't know, man. I don't know. I made it, so there we go. Now we can find the umbilical cord fossil or whatever the hell it is.
Almost there.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Keep on keeping on.
Okie dokie. Make delivery.
You found it. Let me see. I have to see it. Oh my. It really is immaculately preserved. Uncannily even.
Okie dokie.
Thanks for bringing in that lost shipment, Sam. And yes, it did indeed include an ammonite with a bona fide umbilical cord attached. I've already sent some images and a preliminary analysis to Hartman via the network. Interestingly, it seems the surrounding strata contain traces of tar, which lines up with one of his theories. Anyway, I know you only just brought this ammonite here, but I'd like you to deliver it to a colleague of mine, an Evo-Devo biologist. Lately, she's taken an interest in the tar, and I think she'd be eager to examine this particular specimen.
It's quite remarkable, and that's to your credit. To clarify, she has been studying how the tar may have influenced the development of various organisms. Accordingly, I would ask that you also recover the tar collectors deployed near her shelter and deliver them along with the ammonite. It would be too dangerous for her to attempt to retrieve them herself, which is why we must impose upon you. By aiding her research, we may yet inch closer to unraveling the secrets of the Death Stranding. We've already made so much progress with the data recovered by the network. With your continued help, I know we can accomplish even more.
Okie dokie.
Order available. Please access delivery terminal for... Order assigned.
Hey, your day'll come. I know it.
Weapons restrictions
Covered in
lifted.
tar, aren't I?
Oh, dreaming? Okay. Fair enough, bro. Oh, that's very cool. Yeah, see, I was expecting more of this. These types of shots where it's like, oh shit, you know, we're in this big crater. There's this massive building which is crashed, you know, like it's completely blown up, just sitting there in the middle. Really nice shot. But I was just expecting more shots like that in this game. They clearly have a great artist. And the game's all about traveling. So why weren't there more shots like this? You know what I mean? It feels a little lazy. Like, you spent so much time working on this dorky little character who, you know, who fucking cooks it every 21 minutes and you know, falls to the ground and has his heart turn off. But you can't go ahead and make more art like this. I don't understand why. Why is that? You know what I mean? Why couldn't we have had more of these types of scenes? Hey, buddies. Deliver a container of amethyst, 4 containers. Yeah, I don't know, man. Okay, so collect tar extraction device, amethyst delivery, evo. Select, retrieve. Retrieve. So what exactly are we looking for, though? I don't know what we're looking for. My containers are going to shit because of this rain, so. I don't know, so where are we at right now? Up 2. Can you tell me there's more? I don't really see any points of interest. What is it telling me? Select all 4. That was 2 of the 4. The rest of them must be down here in the lower levels. Right? Am I wrong about that? Yeah, I don't know, man. I can't see shit. Perhaps it's on the roof. Come on, dude. Stop fucking... Keeps tripping over. It's just fucking pathetic. What do we got on the roof, man? Oh, yeah, just falling over. Absolute monkey of a character. Okay, that's where it must be. It must be in that room there. Hey, there we go. That's 1, isn't it? The next one's gotta be inside of here. I'm telling you, that kid's got a man up. Okay, here we go. Ah, I'm outside of the radius. That's not even in the zone anymore. Alright. Come on, dude. Start running. The weakling. Okay. Are we in the zone now? Yes, we are. I bet you it's a bit closer to A1.
Come out and play.
Alright, let's kill that end of the war. Myself a little bit of water. I'm wasting all this time. I bet you I'm gonna run out of something. The containers are gonna start to... Get the hell out of here. I cannot see shit. I cannot see a single fucking container. I've been walking around for who knows how long. There we go. Can I not cut his umbilical cord? What's wrong? I used to be able to cut their umbilical cords. Why can't I do it now? What the fuck's happening? How many is that? Shit. How many do we got? 3 out of 5. That's not even that many. Tar extraction devices. 2 out of 5 tar extraction devices. 3 out of 5. 1 out of 5. Okay. Got 2 more left. But I think it's complete shit. I can't just be walking around everywhere trying to find the shit. Is it in here? Is that where it is? My baby's about to fucking die. Dude, why can't I get that guy's umbilical cord? I can't do this shit, man. Can't be wandering around looking for these fucking random ass. Dude, this guy hunts you and he can't be killed. Ah, there we go. No, we're done. That's it. Yeah, we're cooked. We're cooked now. We're going straight to that beach. Whether we like it or not. We're going straight to that fucking beach. There we go. There we go. Big old fucking tiger. What a crock of shit, man. I just now want to die here. Can't get me in here. It's too big. Oh, shit. There's more than one. This could be it. There's two of them. I don't know. I want to get away from them. Yeah. They are extremely slow, though. So that should work to my advantage, you know what I mean? They are like retard levels of slow. Oh yeah, I can get out that way. That's not too hard. That's really not that hard. Oh shit, he's right. These guys just teleports. See you later, alligator.
About ready to drop.
Okie dokie. What a silly guy, just falls the hell over. What a silly man. Alright. Again, very nice view. We'll just take that in. I do want to get plenty of recordings of this thing here. Because, it's probably some of the nicest scenery in the game so far, this scene. I'm going to be honest with you. I think it's very cool. So I might cut that entire section out. So
just a bit further now.
That took ages, so I'm probably just going to cut it out. What have we got here? So what I want to do now is hit my Q.
Shit.
I don't get it. Dude. What a bullshit character. Alright, let's get that spray out. I can see my equipment's damaged. Okay, what do we have in this tar extract? We got 5 out of 5 tar extracts. So I got 5 out of 5. Why is it still telling me that I need to collect stuff? I don't get it. Someone please explain to me. I can't even check my... Because he wants to catch his breath, I can't even check my, Like, it's... I literally can't check my system until the retard's caught his breath. It's pretty frustrating. I'm also not really sure what I can remove and what I can't remove. I'm gonna offload that. Thermal pads, dog shit. Ladder, container sprays already used. Bridges' boots are completely destroyed. They're shot to ribbons. 5 out of 5 tar extraction devices found. If I found 5 out of 5, I mean, I can only see 4, really. So I don't know what it's talking about. But if I found 5 out of 5, it should tell me, right up here, on the top left, it shouldn't tell me to collect all 4. But clearly, there's more left. There we go, we got one there. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Now let's get the hell out of here.
Fuck.
So yeah, in the future I need to remember that if I'm going to be grabbing cargo, I need to be using this Q ability in order to figure out where it's located. That could have saved me heaps of time. Which is something I should already know, because, you know, at the beginning of the game, they kind of, well, not just the beginning of the game, but every single time you press Q, you can see it does it. So I should have already kind of, but you know, whatever. Forgot about it.
ID. Fragile Express ID verified. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
I'm impressed, Sam. Not many people would have even attempted this. May I have a look? Everything looks to be in order. You managed to bring in most of the tar. Never let it be said you don't deliver.
Now who doesn't deliver? Hideo Kojima.
Now, connect me to the chiral network. That's where my studies will truly begin. Thank you. It goes without saying, but I am convinced that the tar is related to the BTs and the Death Stranding. After all, both it and Timefall are the defining features of the post-Stranding ecosystem. Sudden environmental changes such as these invariably lead to the extinction of organisms that fail to adapt. Those that do adapt do so by virtue of enhancers, the regions of DNA that grant successful organisms their advantages. These genetic factors are the key to evolution. But there are genes which have the opposite effect, those which disadvantage organisms. Extinction factors, as they have been called. These are the seeds of advancement and obsolescence. Such factors may lie dormant within us all, a choice waiting to be made. For every being since the advent of life itself. If so, then ancient proof may hide deep within the tar, evidence of these genetic decisions that may aid us in navigating our current crossroads. In any event, thanks to you, I can now study the composition of the tar in greater detail. I'll make sure to share any interesting results with you later.
Well done, Sam. You furthered our research into the Death Stranding in ways you cannot imagine. Thank you again for bringing me Mama's body, as well as that ammonite. Speaking of which, my analysis of its umbilical cord is proceeding apace. I've been comparing the data against some of our restored archives. Anyway, would you mind returning to my lab? Preparations are finally complete for the chiral relay integration. If you could collect the necessary materials for the restoration work and bring them here, I would be most grateful.
Good work. Order available.
Now I have to go all... Take on orders. Okay. I don't get it. Okay, so this is strange. He wants me to go where? Where does this guy want me to go again? Okay, he wants me to go to his lab. Okay, so I have to get all the way back there. That's a bit of a hike, man. Thankfully, very cool dude has left. I can't mark it? Sounds about right. Go up that way. Yeah. That was a very unfortunate sequence of events. Yeah, look, I'm not the biggest fan of the character controls in this. Even when he doesn't have cargo on. I mean, look, I guess maybe he loses a bit of agility when your boots are broken, and perhaps it's the broken boots and the low stamina. Maybe that's why he feels so, you know. Is that the safe house? Well, they haven't completed the safe house yet. Right, someone has to complete it. I have to go to the structure menu. Do I have enough resources to complete it? No, I don't believe so. Don't believe I do. Wow, that is quite something. You're telling me I have to go all the way back to Mr. Hartman's lab. Oh, that blows so bad. Alright, so... No. Yeah, okay. How much money do I have on me to complete this thing? So I have enough chiral crystals. Hey buddy, come on. What the hell? I do not have enough special alloys, so we'll go ahead and do that first. Yeah, we can skip that.
Just so you know, Sam, distro centers and the like are stocked with materials you can use to fabricate equipment. You can also take what you need to build structures. That said, there are limits to what each facility can spare. Check their terminals to see what they are.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Can I buy alloys or something? Claim materials, okay. Metal alloys is what I needed, wasn't it? Special alloys. Was it special alloys? It was alloys. I swear to God it was alloys. Let me grab one. 1,200. Need special alloys for the safe house. Come on, dude. Stop. Why can't I skip that? Bro. Fabricate equipment. Where's my special alloys? Private claim materials. I don't want to recycle, man. Come on. Claim materials. You can't claim any more than what I've already claimed. That's not enough though. We need like 2,400. So if I go back there, yeah, it's raining again. It's raining again, or it's fucking got his hood on for some reason. I need to sleep, man. I need to rest after all that shit that I've been through. I have to go. You told me I have to go all the way back to Hartman's. I've already like fought so many BTs I can't even count. My shoes are wrecked. I should probably fabricate new shoes, to be honest. I don't have to trek all the way for the wilderness.
Safe travels.
I will, however, try completing this safe house. Maybe I won't complete it. We'll see. Maybe I can just add some tools for the next person. Yeah, footwear's ruined.
You want to keep walking in those shoes, Sam? You'll only tire yourself out more quickly, or worse, do yourself some damage.
Best head straight for the nearest facility on the network, and fabricate a fresh pair via a terminal.
This game's just a the entire thing's just some big humiliation ritual. My shoes, you know, they get broken, then I'm walking barefoot, I'm getting tired, I'm stumbling over, oh, I'm falling over like a dope. You know what I mean? Just some massive humiliation ritual. Structure menu. My feet are bleeding, funnily enough. Like, look at this. I can't believe I'm actually playing a game where like half the game is just trudging through snow. And that's supposed to be like the fun part, like the action part. Just trudging through the snow, man. Man, that Hideo Kojima guy, he's a real genius. Yeah, I'll never be able to finish it off, but that'll be for the next guy. So I might not be able to finish it off, but the next guy might be able to finish it off. So, yeah, there we go. Gotta help someone. So I'll create that. I got my new boots, which I'm gonna put on my footwear. Then after I'm done that, I will also fabricate a speed skeleton so I can get the fuck out of here. Where's speed skeleton? Confirm. I will equip that as my active skeleton. And hopefully we have a... come on, bro. Yeah, we have an online generator right there. That's pretty close. Hopefully I can get there in time. Let him fall over like a peasant. Perhaps I should have bought a PCC. I don't have one on me, do I? No, I don't. Yeah, I could have done that better. I don't know, guys. Don't blame me. Blame the game. It's not. It's putting you in these situations, and
Weapons restrictions lifted.
yeah, it's not letting you smoothly get through. You know, from checkpoint to checkpoint. You know, I would like to be in a situation where I could just equip my speed skeleton, start zooming off, grab some PCCs, you know what I mean? And then just slowly plunk down generators every, you know, I don't know, 1,000 meters or so. I don't know distances very well, but you know, every so often I'll plunk down a generator when my speed skeleton gets low on power, and that's the way that I would do it. But you know, they've gone ahead and they've put a lot of snow here. So I'm not even sure if my how well my speed skeleton's actually even gonna do in this snow. Yeah, like I'm not even going that much faster. Look at that. It's faster, but it's not really even that much faster. Okay. It's barely even worth it. I need to get to the online safe house. The issue is I'm not sure if that'll even let me jump to Hartman's lab. But, yeah. Okay. That's my next destination. Plain and simple. Just embarrassing. Yeah, I can't wait to play something normal, man. BioShock, fucking Dishonored, Gears of War, just like back from the old days. When you play a game and they give you stuff, they give you like cool characters. You get Andrew Ryan, you know what I mean? You get Andrew Ryan, you get, I don't know the character, Corvo Rotano was cool. I liked Empress Emily Colvin. It was cool. I mean, in this game we have like, what do we have here? We have Hartman, you know? You have the heart guy. He's stupid. He looks like a dork too. I don't like him. You know what I mean? Like he's kind of like this whiny kind of dorky. Maybe not whiny, but he looks like he should be whiny, or that he would be whiny in real life. Man, I'm already out of energy. That's pathetic. Alright, skip that. You can skip all of that, please. Okay. Hopefully I can go rest, and I hope to God I can jump to Hartman's location. If I can't, but I don't think he has a resting place. If I can't, that's going to be pretty annoying. But we'll see. So far, the game hasn't been very kind, so I highly doubt they'll let us do it.
Sam, we've received a delivery request from the Timefall farm. And I'm told you can expect a special reward if you do an especially good job. You should drop by the...
No one cares, man. Alright. Nope. No, we definitely can't jump to Hartman's lab. Okay, yeah. Cool. Wow. After everything I've been through going all that way. Yeah, alright. See, the thing about video games, and here's the thing about video games. That guy talks way too much. Here's the thing about video games, and this is a general rule too. You're generally supposed to, like, here's a good example. If you're playing Oblivion or Skyrim, generally what you're supposed to do, and this is a part of good game design, is you're supposed to get your players and make them go through these complicated dungeons, right? And you make them go fight enemies. And it takes a really long time, and after, you know, turning left and right a bunch of times, they get all the way to the end of the dungeon. And once they're at the end of the dungeon, you don't make them retrace their steps and go all the way back to the very start of the dungeon, right? That's considered very rude, because at that point, you're no longer giving the characters like a novel experience, and you're no longer telling them that, you know, they're moving forward. They're now kind of retracing their steps. They're moving backwards, and you're not supposed to put your player into that situation. They're supposed to constantly feel like they're making progress and moving forward. If you are making them retrace their steps like that, like normally what you're supposed to do is if they get to the end of the dungeon in Skyrim or Oblivion, you give them a way out of the dungeon immediately. You don't make them go all the way back and retrace all their steps and, you know, waste 5-7 minutes just retracing their steps, because it's not, you know, it's not a part of the you know, that forward. It's just not considered good gaming design. You know what I mean? No one finds that fun. No one finds retracing their steps fun. You shouldn't be doing it. In no world are you supposed to do that as a game developer. So, and this is pretty similar across all games. There's a good reason for it too. It doesn't add anything to the gameplay. Okay, here we go. That's what he's doing here, right? So what Hideo Kojima is doing here is he's making us retrace our steps all the way back to Hartman's lab. What he should be doing is letting us get all the way to the end. So he should be letting us wrap around here. So go from Hartman's lab to, where did we go to? We went from Hartman's lab to the geologist, to the paleontologist, and then to the biologist. And once we did that, he should have given us a way to get straight back without making us go in a loop and go exactly back to Hartman's lab, because that's pretty much the equivalent of retracing your steps. I know it's not the exact same route. Like, obviously we went this way and we're not really retracing our steps, but it's generally considered to be kind of like polite to do that for your gamer, not make him feel as if he's wasting energy going backwards. You know what I mean? If he's gonna spend energy, it should be going forward, not going backwards. But, you know, obviously Kojima is his own person, and he doesn't seem to, that type of thing doesn't seem to bother him very much. So, I don't know, look, he seems like a bit of a narcissist to me. Apparently he wastes a lot of company, money, and time, so... Come on, fuck. Is that because I don't have the all-terrain exoskeleton? What the hell's going on? How do I get past this? How the fuck do I get up here? Now I'm just locked out, and who knows how much time I'm gonna waste. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know how long this is gonna. This could take a really long time. Far out. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about Lewis. All he does is whine all day. Shit. I think I need the all-terrain exoskeleton or something, but I don't have any batteries, so... I'll equip it anyway, just... We'll see what it does. So, yeah, I don't know, my frustration levels are through the roof, man. Nah, fuck, please don't. You know what I mean? Like, I can't do much about, yeah, and he does cruel things, like he makes you go further and further down. But I think I'll have to end up going around, I can get through here. But yeah, it's not, after a certain point, I know you want to make your game kind of hard so that people have to, like, think, but there are certain ways that you're supposed to do that. You're supposed to kind of let people think and plan, but you don't want to put them into situations where, if they get it wrong, you're then making them spend a bunch of time trying to fix their mistakes. You know, because you're supposed to understand that, okay, my game isn't like the most important thing. This dude who's playing my game probably has other things that he has to do. He's probably got, you know, a certain amount of time on his hands. And he can't just spend the time that he has, you know, trying to fix his mistakes when he's made, you know, he's done one wrong thing, he's taken one wrong turn, and all of a sudden he can't get up a certain slope, and then he has to go all the way around, and then, you know, he's knee deep in snow, so he can barely move, you know. If I fall down from here, who knows how much time that's going to cut off. Just little stuff like that, where it's like, it feels like he doesn't respect the player's time, and this goes back to Hartman's lab, right? There was a scene in Hartman's lab where you had about 3 minutes of Hartman just lying there doing nothing, and you're just sitting there. And Kojima's completely fine of just wasting your time like that. Stuff like that doesn't really seem to bother him, and it's very noticeable in the game that he's doing that kind of thing, and it's a little bit insulting. Yeah, there we go. We're finally here. But this is an interesting game because people actually like it. So, like, people actually play this game, and you know, it's a game where obviously a lot of time is being taken from them doing menial tasks. And they're playing this game, and all that time is being taken from them. And they're clearly doing menial tasks, but what they're thinking in their head is, you know, I like this. This is a good use of my time. I could be playing God of War, I could be playing, you know, Metal Gear Solid, I could be feeling like I was a real badass, but no, I prefer to play games as a courier, where I'm you know, taking ages to do one thing, and I'm being ritually humiliated, and I'm falling down steps, and I'm, you know, like they prefer that kind of thing to an action game. They prefer this to an action game. I don't understand that mentality. That's difficult for me to kind of, yeah. I don't understand why someone would choose to play this over something where, you know, you're like a war hero or something in Call of Duty. But, yeah. Probably have to go inside, don't I?
Thank you, Sam. In reclaiming our past, we've uncovered a number of vital clues. Don't worry, I just got back. We have time. When you met with Mama, you experienced a strong antigen-antibody reaction, correct?
There was a BT in the room.
There was, but something else may have been causing it. I've discovered large quantities of chiral matter in Mama as well. Not just the usual kind that collects on our skin or on our suits. It's in all her cells. Cells that are no longer active. The BT you encountered there was special. It was her child, but also her own soul. Somehow, her car and half failed to separate. They must have remained connected through the umbilical cord. It's the only explanation.
Is that why I didn't get a bruise where she touched me?
Yes, and there's more.
10 seconds to cardiac arrest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I modified the log times. Headquarters will have no record of what we say. Look, a message from Deadman. It came with the umbilical cord.
Sam, I'm sorry. You deserve to know what you were carrying. But I couldn't risk Die Hardman finding out about the case. So I had no choice but to keep it off the books. You've got to keep this between us. We still don't know if the director can be trusted. The umbilical cord was taken from Bridget Strand. I removed it in secret. The cord wasn't attached to a fetus. It was outside her body. She asked me to take care of it. Said it was the key to unlocking the Death Stranding. But she insisted that I never tell the director. The cord shows no sign of decomposition or necrotization. Almost as if it's frozen in time. I thought Hartman might be able to make sense of it, so I had it hidden with your cargo at Mountain Knot City.
Deadman's observations were accurate. It's just like Mama's corpse.
What do you mean?
I mean they share a very unique property. Both contain large amounts of chiralium in their cells. In other words, the President's cord was somehow connected to the beach, and that allowed it to escape the flow of time. I've put together the bones of a theory. It's patchy, but worth sharing, I think. Life on Earth has been rocked by many extinctions, great and small, including the Big Five. And if you examine the Earth's strata, its history, if you will, you'll find chiralium deposits that can be dated to each. What if the manifestation of beaches and other associated phenomena correspond to extinction-level events?
You mean?
Yes. Our Death Stranding could just be the latest of many. The records and research you helped us to recover strongly suggest that we are in the middle of the 6th extinction.
6th extinction? Come on.
You know what this is, yes?
A frozen mammoth from 10,000 years ago.
Correct. And this?
The Iceman from 5,300 years ago.
They both have the same umbilical cords.
Bullshit.
Humor me. What if the mammoth and the Iceman weren't frozen?
You're saying time stopped for them just like it did for Mama?
Unfortunately, all these specimens were lost in the Death Stranding, so there's no way to examine the genuine articles, but some fragments of data did survive. With the aid of the chiral network, we may be able to piece together something more concrete using Evo-Devo tech. All right, how's this? A dinosaur from 65.5 million years ago. Umbilical cord, not decomposed.
Only mammals have umbilical cords.
No. Only mammals have umbilical cords used for childbirth. This is something else. Call it a strand from the other side. I propose that mammalian umbilici are a sort of mimesis of the strand that then evolved over time. We shouldn't assume that everything about a Death Stranding is detrimental to life. Trilobites, ammonites, dinosaurs, the mammoth, the Iceman, all preserved as if frozen in time, all without exception, found with strands, which is to say that all may have been connected to the beach. And this, when viewed in the context of the extinction entity, EE theory, leads me to surmise that organisms with strands are in fact extinction entities. You see, Sam, EEs are connected to the beach via their strands, and it is through this connection that they somehow bring about a Death Stranding.
So you're saying Bridget was an extinction entity?
It's far too soon to say anything for certain. And since you burned her body, we may never know.
Higgs said Amelie's an EE, that she doesn't have dooms like the rest of us.
Sam, think. Assume that President Strand was an EE. Isn't it possible that her daughter is too? At the very least, Higgs may hope as much now that the President is unavailable.
So he kidnaps her for EE powers or whatever to cause a mass extinction.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. I doubt a single EE is powerful enough to cause a Death Stranding, assuming Amelie is an EE.
Well, Higgs sure thinks she's got what it takes.
Indeed. And we need to get her back as soon as possible.
1 minute remaining. Please hold on to something secure.
Ah, this one is real. Sam, go west.
How do you want me to handle Die Hardman?
With your customary reserve. Nothing good will come of him learning of our suspicions. Whatever else is going on, we still need the chiral network.
Right.
Activating lab security measures. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okie dokie. What exactly is our next goal? Take on new orders for Sam at Hartman's Lab. Okay. Okay.
It's time, Sam. When you're ready, proceed to the shore of the tar belt and begin work on the chiral relay. Once it's ready, use the Cupid to bring it online. The necessary materials are prepped for you. Supplies are limited, so Handle them with care. You'll be carrying a lot, too. All things considered, this might be one of your hardest runs to date. Hartman knows more about the site than I do, so he'll take it from here. It's about time for his wake-up call anyway.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Right. About that way station. The site we have chosen was an original candidate for the way station we lost to the tar belt. Ironically, we suspended construction because we deemed it a little too unstable and not worth the risk. But this time, it's our best shot. So let's hope we weren't right to change horses in midstream. Fortunately for us, the foundation we laid down is still intact. All you have to do is transport the necessary materials to the site and finish the job. I'm afraid it's the only way we can expand the network further west and rescue Harmony. We're counting on you, Sam.
Oh, that's... Wow, that's, that's quite something, isn't it? That's, okay. I'm gonna have to carry this quite a distance. This could be one of the most frustrating, orders to date. That's the speed skeleton. We don't want that. We want the old terrain skeleton. Offload, carried by... is it damaged beyond repair? Oh, it's damaged bad, yeah. That's fine if it's damaged. I'm gonna have to get the repair thing. Let's grab one of those. Cool. Now I can use the all-terrain thingamajig. All-terrain skeleton. No, I can't. I can't use it. Wait, what? Nah. Why's that? Wasn't I? Was it? Oh, it was already equipped. It was already equipped the entire time. Ah, that's stupid, man. That's a bit dumb. Okay. Forget that happened. Forget I did that. But yeah, it's probably gonna be one of the most frustrating journeys today, I would say. I mean, a package this big across the snow? That's wild, man. Oh, I don't know how I want to do this. Where are we? Okay, so that's a huge hike. Yeah, you gotta be kidding me. That's really big. Oh well. If I run into BTs while it happened, that'll be even worse. Yeah, I guess the only way I can really entertain myself is by talking. Yeah, honestly, look, it's coming towards the end of the game, and, you know, now I kind of feel like it's fair to kind of give my opinion on how the game did, and it's not like anyone's going to watch this, but I'm just going to record this because I can go back and reference it when I'm making my later videos. It just seems like, yeah, it seems like a game for a different kind of person. Doesn't seem like a game for a person like me. You know, some people online were talking about how they were making fun of it, and they were saying how it's a game for hipsters. I think that the people who are making fun of this game, they do have a point. It does seem like a game a bit more for hipsters. From what I understand, that community of people doesn't really like violence. They really like Stanley Kubrick stuff. They like, you know, symbology a little bit. They definitely like modern art, and this game feels a little bit like the whole modern art thing. You know what I mean? You've got naked people with kids. It's just, it's very modern art. Got a lot of hipster music, and yeah, it's a game for people who are pacifists, really. I mean, it talks about the stick and the rope at the very beginning. The stick obviously represents games like, you know, Call of Duty, Doom, shooters, games where you're, you know, using the stick. This is not a game where you use the stick. This is a game where you use the rope. This is all about the like economy. This is all about helping each other out, building bridges for each other. That part I do like. So I will admit, the part where you're building bridges and helping each other out, I really like that part. I want to stress that. That's really cool. I do like it very much. What I don't like is slugging it across the terrain with like 15 pieces of cargo on my back through a bunch of snow, like while I'm knee deep in snow and I'm walking at like 5 kilometers an hour. It's just it's not my idea of a good time. It never has been my idea of a good time, and I can't put myself in the head of somebody who would like something like that. I've never met a person who would like something like this. It's difficult for me to comprehend even a human being who would like it. So no, it is very different. Very different. I find it interesting that a game like this exists. I find it interesting that people are out there who will actually buy and play this game. I have obviously bought and played it because I was interested in it, but that's a little bit different from, you know, buying it and then telling your friend, hey, this is really good, you should play it as well, and then they buy it. Which, considering that's how a lot of games get sales, through word of mouth, stuff like that. I mean, there was a part 2, right? So it would have had to have been moderately successful. There must have been people telling their friends about it. And, yeah, so I find that pretty interesting. I never really met a social group who I think would like a game like this, so that's, yeah, I guess we live in a very big world. Very big world. So a lot of traveling back and forth, like through places you've already traveled to. Oh, there's gonna be mules ahead. Oh no, I just realized. Ah, there's gonna be mules. Stuff like that seems a little cruel. Like I know there's gonna be mules ahead, and the reason why, oh shit. The reason why I know there's gonna be mules ahead is I've already played this. I went and I actually found the mules earlier on. But if I hadn't found the mules, I wouldn't know there were mules. And I've already walked all this way, and then he's gonna go ahead and he's gonna surprise me with mules. After I've walked all this way, he knows they're gonna get the equipment. He knows they're gonna wreck it. He knows I'm gonna have to start all over again. But he's gonna do that anyway. He's gonna put mules right over that ridge. I don't know. I just don't really. I don't really like putting the player. I think putting the player through all that shit, and then putting mules at the end, is kind of a bit of a douchebag move. It's a bit of a cruel thing. Like games, they're supposed to punish you, but that's like that's wasting someone's time in a huge way. It takes so long to get here. When a game punishes you, you're supposed to die and you have to redo the scene from scratch. You know what I mean? But it's not supposed to waste your time. It's supposed to make you more efficient at playing it. Like if I was playing the game Stalker when I was younger, and it was a very hard game. There's the post box, okay. I need to get through mule territory. I don't really know how I'm going to be able to do it. So if a game like Stalker, if you ever played a game like Stalker, which you would have, obviously it's a shooter, whatever, Call of Duty, we'll talk about Call of Duty, right? I used to play that game when I was younger on harder difficulty, and it was real fun, and it was a real challenge, and you play it in like arcade mode. But if you died, you would just restart from the last checkpoint. And the idea was that you just have to get more efficient, and well, Call of Duty might be a bad example, but a game like maybe Stalker or Fear is a better example. Because you had medkits in those games. And the cool thing about those games, shit. The cool thing about those games is that you would have these medkits, and you get really efficient at using them. You know what I mean? Like I remember, you know, just stacking out medkits in Fear and Stalker because I got really good. Shit. I got really good at, you know, going through different rooms and going through different, like shooting galleries while losing very small amounts of health. So I always had this big stack of medkits, and every single time I would die, I would, you know, you'd reload, and you just get more efficient at doing it. And that was the process, but it didn't waste your time. It would waste very limited amount of time. It would be like, okay, we're gonna waste, you know, a minute and a half of your time, and in order for you to pass it, you're just gonna have to get quicker. You're gonna have to be quicker. You're gonna have to be more vigilant. You're gonna have to be more aware of where the enemies are, and we're gonna push you to be better. But we're only gonna waste a very minimal amount of your time. That was the idea behind it. We waste a very minimal amount of your time. The smallest amount possible. Maybe not the smallest amount possible, but very small, especially in comparison to games like this. And the idea was that, well, a certain amount of time would be wasted. You would just get better at it, and you know, it would only be like a minute and a half or whatever, 2 minutes. Now this is the same concept, I'm sure. You have to get better as well, but it's not very efficient, right? The amount of time they're wasting in order to make you better is like a full, I don't know, 10 minutes, right? That's not really, it's not very social. You're not treating the player's time like it has value. Yeah, you're supposed to push them to get better. You're supposed to do it in a timely manner. Oh no, it's raining now. Oh no. Did I bring cargo repair spray? I hope to God I did. Yes, I did. Okay, thank God. Oh yeah, the disgusting bugs. And another thing with the whole eat the bugs thing, like, I mean the game's clearly sold out. There was like a huge push for eating bugs. I can't remember who was doing it again. It had something to do with Davos or something. Very strange. Now it's in the game. Like, this is around the time that Davos was doing that, or whoever was doing that. I don't remember exactly who was doing that. But I remember it was clearly organized because Nicole Kidman she had what was it again? She had a advertisement where she was eating bugs, so they were trying to get people to do it. So whatever, the elites, they were doing this whole bug eating thing. They were pushing for it, and it's in the game. So clearly somebody, either somebody paid him or he's just very enthusiastic about bug eating. You know what I mean? Which I refuse to believe that he really gives a shit about eating bugs. Where the hell is my, Oh, it's all the way... Jeez Louise, that's a while away. That's still pretty far, man. Kind of felt like I was a bit closer. Oh no. Okay, Kaya, I've heard that before. Okay, Kaya. Oh no. Oh, you're joking. I'm literally gonna be doing that the entire game. You're fucking shitting me. Am I outside the chiral network? Yeah, I didn't want to carry a PCC with me because that would... If I carried a PCC with me, I was afraid that it would add even more to my weight. Do I jump in the water so the water carries me? Would that make more sense? I don't really want to lose my cargo, but... Whatever, I'll cut this out. That's what I'll do. I'll just, you know what I'll do? I'll take the bullet. I'll walk all the way to the end, like this, and Jesus Christ, this is fucked. I'm gonna, yeah, okay, I'll cut it here, but I'm gonna have to go for all the pain of doing this. So, see you guys in a bit.
Sam, you need to get those materials processed in order to finish the chiral relay.
Okay, well, so this power on these treads went out ages ago, and ever since, like, all the way on that cliff there at the start of the river, I've been walking this snail I don't know how long it's been, man. Maybe it's been like 8 minutes or something. Just walking like this at snail's pace. I don't see how I'm supposed to do it any other way. because even if I did bring a PCC, the chiral network ended quite a while ago, to be honest with you. So, yeah. Maybe I could have ridden a bike here. Maybe that's something I could have done. So that way I could probably avoid it, but yeah, we'll see.
Good job, Sam. Now access the terminal and bring the relay online. And with that, we're all linked up. Once you cross the tar belt, the end will be in sight. We're this close to Emily, to America's second chance. Edgenut City awaits. The staff we're sending will start by building a safe house. Over time, they'll expand their operations and establish a new facility. In doing so, they'll carry on the legacy of the brave souls lost to the tar. All thanks to you, Sam. Now, let's figure out how to get you across this tar belt.
Okay, what's our objective? Edge of the tar belt, cross it. How the hell am I supposed to do that? What am I supposed to do here? How am I... Okay, yeah, fall over like a monkey. Just do it.
Eyes open, dumbass.
Why not? Why not, at the end of the day? Look, I can't really deal with this shit, guys, I'll be honest with you. I'm starting to get a bit fed up. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out how to do this, but I will do it at another date because I'm completely tilted. Oh.
The only way west is through that. To make matters worse, I don't believe your PCC is capable of building anything that will get you across. There must be a way. We can't give up, not with what's at stake. We'll see if we can't think of something here. But considering everything you've been through, I wouldn't be surprised if you've already got a few ideas of your own.
No, I don't have any ideas of my own. I have no idea how I'm supposed to get past that. Doesn't matter. I'll look it up online, and I'll take a rest for now. I've been playing for way too long. I'm completely tilted, as you can see, and I just need to get out of here. The baby's crying. This guy's on all fours like a gimp. pretty disgusting. But yeah, okay. I'll see you next time, and thanks for watching. Bye.